Welcome to Paper Cut Crafts. Today we're going to make a folded shirt. You will need a piece of designer paper that's 8.5 by 11, and you're going to score this at 4 1/4, or excuse me, 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and 6 1/8, and then you will fold the two edges into the middle. That middle score mark is more your mark of where you're folding it into. You want to make sure that you are folding the part that you want to show so that it's out. So put that down. So when you fold up the two sides, you're getting the desired image on the outside. Then on the top edge, you're going to fold down about 1/2 inch. This makes the collar. And then flip it back over again. Now you're going to take the corner piece and you're going to fold them in so that you have a very long angled fold. I don't have a specific length to do this. It's more to make sure that your collar is at an angle that you can tuck the bottom of the shirt up underneath it. So you want that a pretty long fold on the edge there with a small little collar area. The more of an angle on your fold, the better it will be. So you're going to come up and you're going to fold this up underneath the collar, and this makes the front of your shirt and also gives you a point of reference for the next fold. Now there's a number of different ways to do this part. This makes the sleeves, and this is the easiest one that I have come up with. You're just going to fold out the bottom flap of this and make it into another triangle fold, and you're going to fold that right to that center crease that you just created. And you're going to make that a nice crisp fold on both sides. This creates your sleeves for your shirt. There is another way of doing this, but this is the easiest way I have found. Once you have this nicely creased, you're just going to go ahead and fold this up. Now you can do this part a couple different ways. You can keep this open like this and use the inside of the shirt for your sentiments and put a piece of white cardstock in there so you can write your greeting on it, and you can leave it like that, or you can go ahead and just close this up, tape it down, use a tear and tape, and then put your paper that you're going to, your white cardstock, on the back of the shirt, and that's where you would put your sentiment. So at this point it's kind of up to you what you want to do. For this particular shirt, I am going to close it up just for the demonstration of it. So I'm going to go ahead and tape down all the loose folds so that they stay nicely down on the card. Once you've decided on if you're going to have this card open on the front or if you're just going to have it stay shut on the back and right on the back, we're going to add the tie. Now the tie is going to be a piece of a matching the DSP. This is a cut down piece, so you're going to have a strip that you've cut off. We're going to cut this down to 1/2 inch by 12. You're going to cut this down even further once you get it, but I'm going ahead and I'm cutting this down already. And then you're going to take it and we're going to tie a knot in it. This is going to create the tie. And tying a knot in paper doesn't seem like a very easy thing to do. You just put a single knot in it. Just get it as tight as you can without it actually tearing. Put the knot kind of to the top of your piece of paper. And this creates kind of like a Windsor looking knot that ties have. It might take some time to play around with it. Once you get that done, you're just going to clip off the excess on the end of it. And then I like to tape the back down a little bit just so that it stays in place. And then the bottom of the tie, you're going to cut it to length. And then also add that point that ties have on the bottom of them. Once you have all that down, you're going to attach this to the front of your shirt. I'm just using a tab of snail. Tear tape would hold it more securely. And you're just going to tuck that up underneath the collar, just like where a tie would be, and press it down firmly. At this point, I am going to be done with my card except for the piece I'm adding to the back, but you can also add some enamel dots or something to the front as buttons for a button-up shirt. I am not doing that with this one, but that is a nice little option to add some bling to the front of your shirt. And here's the finished card. And then I also have this other one that I left open so that I could pull it open as a card would open. And this one I'm going to go and add a piece of Whisper White to the inside of this. And that's where the sentiment for this one will be, just so you can see the two different ways of doing that. So here are the finished shirt cards. Appreciate you watching. Hope you like. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Happy stamping!